Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your bi-weekly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is just a general reading. Take what it feels right and with what resonates with your own life experiences at the moment. Also, if you would like a private reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. I'll be glad to receive your message. So, Sagittarius, you have a lot of swords energy with you coming into the beginning of the year, the transition period between the end of the year and the beginning one. And it's a period that asks for you a lot of awareness to not let yourself be drowned in feelings of sorrow, sadness, depression, and difficulty in having your mind set in a healthy, conscious way. Because you are in the process of rebirth of this mind, you are in the process of rebirth of your heart, and old wounds you carry within you that are in the deep need of attention and healing. That's why probably you will feel during this period a lot of need to rest, to be on your own space, to stop for a while and be with yourself in this coma period that really talks about recharging batteries, structuring your mind back to its healthy state so you can have this major breakthrough that comes after some sort of breakdown. But it's a breakdown that promotes huge breakthrough, and so a huge awakening to something that was holding you back and to a truth that it's needed to be implemented, and forget all the old conditioned ways of thinking and belief systems that were holding you back in this box of lack of trust in yourself, lack of trust in love, lack of trust in your heart, lack of trust in your mind, in your energies, in the way you relate with yourself, with others, and with the world at large. So coming in the current position, you have the Ten of Swords crossed by the Four. So again, immediately in the focus, you have two swords cards that talk about resting, that talk about rebirth, that talk about taking time out to really focus on healing, focused on recharging batteries and getting to this place of conscious introspection within you, and be a watcher, be an observer of your own thoughts and the way they are promoting unhealthy situations or difficult situations to feel even harder, to be even more difficult than what they should be because of your participation in making it worse. Maybe you are holding on to old hurts. Maybe you are holding on to lack feelings of betrayals and having been deeply betrayed in trust in the past, and so being wounded, having carrying this wound within you that makes it hard for any possible relationship to blossom in a healthy way. Because when we have this defense mechanism, even if unconscious, when we don't promote a healthy mindset working within us and the understanding and perception of others, sooner or later we are attracting situations of heartache to put us in, to push us, it's more like that, to push us into a path of an awakening and understanding that there's still something there that is holding you back. So we may attract unhealthy relationships. We may hold on to unhealthy relationships for a long period of time because that feeling becomes addictive. That unhealthy state of relating becomes like this addictive um, pattern in our relationship dynamics that keeps us again in that mindset of conformity, of not doing anything consciously to change that pattern. And so crowning you, you have the Three of Swords. That's why I talk about the relationship dynamics and looking at your heart, looking at places within you that still carry wounds, that still carry feelings. And these two cards together, really, feelings of betrayal, feelings of being depleted of happiness, abandoned, completely dead in the desert. And when I'm talking about these terms, I'm talking about, of course, metaphors. And sometimes the best metaphors and the best way to understand the message I'm trying to get towards is to be blunt and to say things in a way that it may seem harsh or it may seem negative, but it's just for you to get the picture. And as a Sagittarius, you like direct conversations and you like direct, um, usually. Uh, the archetype of Sagittarius is really this blunt honesty, this shocking honesty that sometimes may hurt you, but in the end, it's the truth. But it's your truth as it is mine, and sometimes both truths can be conflicted. This is the thing working here, is the confliction, the problems, the challenges between what your mind tells you, what your mind wants to put you in, and what your heart needs. And it needs healing, it needs self-love, it needs time, it needs a lot of understanding over this Four of Swords, a lot of understanding, a lot of reflection and introspection about where these wounds lie. Because if you didn't have any recent situation where that happened, it's something you have been carrying in you from maybe childhood, that unconsciously it reflects itself when you are dealing with situations that put your heart in the line. And coming from the recent past, you have the Nine of Wands. So you were aware that something would put, again, that something would put your heart on the line, or something is asking you to put your heart in the line, to come to your space, your safe space, the space that you built as solid, as yours, as nobody can get me there, nobody can hurt me there, and something is threatening that, or some situation triggered that fear of allowing something in. And what it's allowing something in is this flood, this rush of feelings, rejected, repressed, denied feelings that need to become aware, that need to be felt simply as that as well. You need to feel. If you are depressed, if you are sad, if you are anxious, nervous, frustrated, angry, disappointed, confused, whatever the feeling is, we do no good by pretending we don't feel that, by criticizing and judging ourselves by feeling it, because nowadays it seems that it's so shameful. Again, the shame. It's so shameful to have negative feelings. No. Feelings are information within you. It's a way, another type of intelligence, another type of communication. And so if you are feeling something, it's trying to make you aware of something, whichever way, whichever you perceive as positive feelings or negative feelings. Of course, nobody consciously likes to feel sad, okay? But that sadness can bring you awareness and relief. And so if you do feel that way during this course of time, if you begin 2016 feeling depressed, melancholic, nostalgic, uh, with difficulties in understanding yourself, in communicating, in allowing something in your life, know that you are in a rebirth process. And so when we are in the process of rebirth, there's little we can do in terms of active actions, except being, again, being this witness of what's going on and understanding it at a deeper level. Because there are things out of your control working here. The outcome card, the recent future to come is the Tower. So definitely you are attracting some type of situation that will shake you to make you aware of something. Either to make you aware that you were not in the right path, or that there's something more, there's this need to open up to some awareness, to some system of belief, to some idea that you didn't before, and that it happens in a way that it's it's tumultuous because it's unexpected, and because it pushes you and us when we have the tower working with us. It pushes us further out of your comfort zone, and nobody likes to be pushed out of the comfort zone. But if we don't have towers happening, we get always stuck in the same place of, again, feeling depressed, feeling sad, feeling that life will never be anything except this, and we get comfortable in those feelings. That is the situation. And when I'm telling you that you need to feel them, it's in an honest way. It's like, okay, I have this insecurity, I have this vulnerability, I will confront it, I will see them, I will see it, I will study it, I will try to understand it. I will not cut it off, because you can't cut it off, but I will integrate it into me as intelligence, as information about myself and the possible path that I'm going towards. And so it's a conscious exercise that it's not easy. It takes a long time to even get wrapped around the idea, the concept of it. But once you start promoting single steps to do it, the tower no longer feels as threatening, because every time you allow yourself to be conscious of an uncomfortable feeling, fear, insecurity, or emotion, you are evolving, you are stepping out at your comfort zone consciously. So no longer your unconscious will need to attract rough situations to awaken you to something. Either way, this, of course, my first feeling when I laid out your cards was, this is a hard time, this is overly charged negative energy, but this is just the immediate feeling you get, because you are, and I'm a human being, and I am as well conditioned to believe that all this emergence of sword cards, of depression, heartache, tower, lack of trust, needing to stop, needing to rest, sometimes getting sick, to rest, to stop. Of course, that all that information is loaded in my mind, and it's the obvious way I would share this message towards you. But that's not what I believe, and that's not my approach to tarot and my approach to these cards. And I want to make this clear, because I have been receiving some comments, not criticizing, but trying to adjust my way of passing information. And as I can understand why, I need to tell you that this is my expression, this is my approach, this is the way I read cards, this is the way I interpret them, this is what I feel, this is what my guidance is. You don't need to understand it, you don't need to understand it, you don't need to accept it, you don't need to agree or identify yourself with, of course, but I can always improve myself, but it's at my conscious effort to do so, which I guarantee you I do it every day. I'm a very insecure person in terms of expressing my own beliefs. This is why this YouTube channel is much more a conscious exercise for me to step out of my comfort zone. And of course, every time I receive a bad comment, immediately my insecurities rises. And I feel that maybe I should do this, what they are telling me, maybe I should do that. But no, because this is self-expression, this is creativity. Creativity is about self-expression. This is the point that I want to get towards you. Don't, because the cards are less seen as positive, because they are more heavy, dense energies, they have a good outcome out of it, and they have a good meaning out of it. The more you allow yourself to detach from expectations, to detach from aspirations, ideals, from what is negative, what is positive, what is light, what is dark, the more you try to see it as a phase of your life, as a transitional period that will allow you to grow, to experience, to change something that is needed to make yourself lighter, to make yourself more conscious and mature and evolved as a human being, you will no longer will be able to see this as a negative spread. You will see this as a necessary period of time to reflect upon conditionings, hurts, old genetic, imprinted, deeply rooted feelings and shaped ways of thinking that promote you to be in this state to begin with. This is why it's needed for you to be reflective, to be mature, to be honest, to confront your fears and your insecurities, your hurts, okay? But ultimately, it's rebirth and it's breakdown to break through. Breakthrough, major spiritual awakening could be one of the interpretations. Major spiritual understanding of maybe the first half of your life in one single moment. Major inspiration, major insights, major ideas. Okay? It's like electricity. Major confrontations with another human being that makes you aware of what true love is. There could be endless scenarios. And one last thing, having the King of Cups as unconscious energy, again, unconsciously you need to watch your emotions, because the realm of feelings, the realm of emotional intelligence is what it's working here to attract these circumstances, to push you into awaken to something. So the King of Cups usually is very reliant on their emotions. They have dominance over them. They know them. They flow with them, but they are usually very passive and they watch. They don't say much. Okay, they are sweet. They are nurturing. They are loving and caring, but they are very on their space, seeing the flow, the currents underneath them working. This is exactly what you are advised to do. Watch whatever turmoil or challenges or changes or hurts that may surface. Watch them like the King of Cups, secure on your domain, secure on your feelings, and you get the juice out of it. You get the answer out of it, okay? And this is how you have the breakthrough. This is how you get yourself free from something that was keeping you from being truly seated on your emotions in a stable way, which was your mind that is asking for structure and honesty about rooted patterns that keep you in the state of depression. And so maybe you could feel tired, you could feel like having this type of sickness energy around you. Maybe you will feel a deep need to sleep, and don't fight it. Don't push it. It's a time to stop and reflect. It's a time to be more passive. But that passiveness is actively doing something which is promoting your own growth. So Sagittarius, I hope you have a great 2016. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and hopefully we'll see each other soon. So yeah, have a great time.